Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Hafeezat. I'm a current events and lifestyle vlogger, YouTuber, Instagrammer, social media marketer, and today I am a black supremacist. I'm joking. But seriously, it's Black History Month and black people have been going through it this past year, so I'm excited for this month of celebration and creation and love, and hopefully it carries throughout the rest of the year and it's not just confined to 28 days. This is your friendly reminder that every day is Black History Month and every day you should celebrate black people and every day you should celebrate every day you should celebrate black people and black history, because black people and black history are embedded in our society. It is embedded in our everyday things that you're gonna learn more about in this series. I will be posting every week one video about black history, from talking to my friends about being black this past year to a black owned haul and some other facts that people may not know that really impact their everyday lives. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. But this is just a quick little video just to let y'all know what you can do this Black History Month if you are a non-black person and do it right. Because the thing is, with Black History Month, there comes a lot of performativeness. Brands all of a sudden remember that there are black models. Shows all of a sudden remember that there are black TV shows and black actors and actresses, and there are black movies and whatnot that are not as consumed like they should be. And people often focus on black trauma rather than focusing on black joy and black happiness and black creativity and innovation. Those are the things that we should be putting our energy towards this month. I have 6 do's and don'ts for Black History Month that I really encourage you all to take into consideration and implement in your lives for the rest of this month. Do teach yourself a black history. Again, black history is very important to our culture, American culture specifically, but just like the culture of the world in general, because not only black Americans, but the black diaspora in general has been very integral to the creation of societies and cities and kingdoms and music and everything. So educate yourself on that history, educate yourself on the innovators, educate yourself on the inventors, educate yourself on the scientists, on the musicians, people who have literally crafted our society. Definitely consume those things. Don't consume the same mainstream MLK, Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, all that stuff. There's a lot more hidden figures out there that you should definitely pay attention to. And speaking of hidden figures, watch the movie Hidden Figures if you want to learn more about how black history shaped the scientific discoveries of America. I think it's a very important movie and Taraji P. Henson does an amazing job. So definitely check that out. Don't nag black people to spoon feed you information about black history and black people. We are not here to be your teachers. We are not here to hold your hand. We are not here to spoon feed you information when Google exists. Google exists. Books exist, scholars exist in so many different spaces. If you really wanted the information, you would go search it. Instead of coming to us, coming into our DMs, coming into our comments and our replies, saying, well, can you just educate me on this topic? No. If you want my education, you're going to have to pay for it. Because it is a taxing labor for me and other black people, to continuously share about our blackness and our black history, etc. And if we're not being compensated for it, then what's the point? Open your purses. Open your purses. Open your purses before you fix your mouth and ask somebody to educate you and to hold your hand and to teach you. Because if you're not talking money, then what are we talking about? Do uplift black voices. There are a ton of black people this month and just every day in general. Reminder, do this every single day. Don't just do this for Black History Month, but especially during Black History Month, it's required of you to uplift black voices. If there are black people speaking on topics that pertain to the black community, or topics that don't even pertain to the black community, but pertain to community overall, and you resonate with it and you want to share it out. Giving black people exposure allows us to be considered more normalized, and that we get to be in more spaces that we aren't currently not allowed in, but we are not as represented in. So if you see a Black actress talking about racism and sexism in the Hollywood industry, send that out. If you see somebody who wrote an article about something currently happening in the country, send that out. Listen to the musicians, listen to the activists, listen to the researchers, and share those things out. You know, for example, there's this one Dr. Kizmikia Corbett, who helped work on the vaccines that we're currently using for COVID. Share her story out and share the work that she's doing, because it's benefiting all of us. So definitely share Black voices during Black History Month. Don't be generic and share pre-made Canva templates, okay? Because I can spot them a mile away, because I am a Canva extraordinaire. I love Canva. If you are going to post anything about Black history or Black people, don't be generic. You know, do your actual research. Don't post like general statements. You know, be very, very, very specific and intentional with your words. And don't use the same, you know, 3 fists that people be using in their like, no, it's really cringy. You know, you can do better. And if you really want to do better, you will take the time to do better. So don't post anything generic. Don't post a black square that says Black History Month. Don't do that. Is giving me black square from Black Lives Matter protests in June. Don't do that. Do reflect on how you are creating space in your day-to-day life to be an ally to Black people. If you want to consider yourself an ally, well, the first thing is you cannot call yourself an ally. You have to be given that title. I cannot go into a community and say, oh, I'm your ally, if I haven't done anything to earn that title. If you want to align yourself as an ally to the Black community and to Black people, do the necessary work in your everyday life in order to implement those things. Are you reading enough Black literature? Are you watching enough Black creation? Are you following Black voices? Are you following a diverse group of Black voices? All of those things should be embedded in your everyday life. It shouldn't just be like you share one post and then like that's done. Oh, I'm an ally now. It shouldn't be that you go to one march and like, oh, I'm an ally now. Anti-racism work needs to be within your everyday work. It cannot be a side hustle. It needs to be like embedded in your work. So do take the time to reflect on how you are implementing Black allyship in your life, and are there ways that you can improve on that? And then add those things to your day every single day. Don't co-opt Black struggles as your own, because again, there's a thin line between allyship and co-opting. Some people, they might mean well, you know, but then they will go on and share stories that are not their own, instead of sitting silent and being an observer and sharing out when necessary. If it's not your struggle, don't share it. If it's not your issue, don't share it as your issue. Say, oh, I have seen this, or oh, this person dealt with this. Do not put yourself, do not insert yourself in this situation, because that helps nobody. That doesn't help anybody at all. If you want to be an ally without co-opting, again, listen to Black voices and take what they are saying into consideration. Use that, implement that into your daily life, but do not say that their struggle is your struggle, because their struggle is not your struggle, but you can help them remedy that struggle, and you can help uplift the burden of that struggle. So those are my 6 do's and don'ts. Those are pretty much all that I had to say, because I feel as if they're very well encompassing of what the overall sentiment is when it comes to Black History Month. There's going to be a lot of content going out from Black people and non-Black people alike. Black people, you know, just sharing their everyday things, and non-Black people, you know, trying to be more intentional and amplifying when it comes to Black voices. So I'm excited to see it all. And I'm excited to share all the plans that I have for you all very soon. But like I said, make sure you subscribe, because I will be posting a video once a week dedicated to Black History Month and Black people. And if you want to see more of that, you gotta subscribe and you gotta hit the notification bell while you're at it. We are at 350 subscribers. Thank you so much. So let's go. We're almost to 500. Let's do this, y'all. Let's do this. All right. With that being said, let me know how you liked this video. Let me know if there's any other things that I should have shared. If you are a Black person, ask any questions in the comments. I am willing to like answer some questions in the comments. I am more than willing to do so, as long as they're respectful and whatnot. But if you want to leave me a little tip, you know, my information is also in the description box. So with that being said, I will see you very soon. Bye bye.